Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Crowell, and welcome to the first episode of Macy's Parade in Pop Culture. It will be a 10 review retrospective, as I will be looking at 10 pop culture things in the realms of entertainment that the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was involved with. One song, 5 television series episodes, and 4 theatrical motion pictures, or movies to be precise. So, yeah, this will be a legit true miniseries, unlike Macy's Parade Rank the Songs. I thought that was going to be a little bit shorter than I thought it was throughout that entire production. It took me, almost 2 years or so? 2.5, I would say. Um, but this one will be legit for the next, I hopefully at least, counting this correctly, for at least 6 weeks. These next 6 weeks, until the week of Thanksgiving, we will be looking at each of these, and I will kind of do more of a review of them in a little retrospective. Not much on a retrospective, to be precise, because I would have done that, done the research like over the summer, but I don't have time for that, unfortunately, and I don't think I'm not really professional yet with that writing stage. So instead, I'll kind of go a little bit notes about it and then kind of go into it. And that's the discussion of the first one we're going to be discussing about today, of my thoughts, specifically on a song that was released in my year, my birth year, the year 2000, from rock and roll band Green Day. Yes, Green Day specifically to be precise, with their 2000 song Macy's Day Parade, which is actually was part of their sixth studio album, Warning, as the very final track of the entire album itself, and that it would be, excuse me a second, uh, number 12. I just want to mention that I am recording this through my Wondershare microphone, and I don't have a proper setting at the moment to make this entire series in one go without that thing kind of blocking me. I know I should have another monitor, but yeah, I just want to mention that real quick. That's where the series will go, but it won't be much research I will be doing through my laptop on this. It's just more of my thoughts on specific things. But this one is going to be, since this is a song, this might be a little bit shorter of me discussing about this when we go into the television and film stuff. So, um, this album specifically, I just want to mention a little bit about this album. This was, of course, released in the year 2000. This was their sixth one after their previous soundtrack, album, Nimrod, which, of course, featured the big release single, Good Riddance Time of Your Life, which is one of Green Day's, probably if not the most popular Green Day song. And of course, that song would actually be the song that the Broadway cast of the musical American Idiot would use to perform in the 2010 Macy's Parade. Now, I'll be honest, I thought the song actually came out in 2005, honestly, but that is actually just the release of the music videos uploading on YouTube, to be precise. And I'm gonna be honest, prior to this, I never actually listened to the song until when I started to do this series. And in fact, I just heard of this song for the first time, I think, back on two days ago, actually, the day I'm recording this. So it is kind of like giving me a fresh taste on it. So I really did not know much what the song was really about, to be precise. I knew it just that it was mentioned in the song, and obviously the first lyric that Billy Joe Armstrong, the lead singer of Green Day, he would say, "Day's the Macy's Day Parade." That's and then it just kind of goes into, doesn't really mention anything about the parade that I was kind of expecting, but I thought it was like, is there going to be something that would be related to like the holiday or something like that, or more just like so many references to the song? But it's not really about the parade itself. I did a bit of research on like what the meaning of those songs are, to be precise, and it was kind of um hard to do this because there were a lot of different meanings I found online. Like, it's like I see a little bit on the Greek Stink Breath Net. That yes, that's what the website's called. I think they did that a couple of years ago, and I think it's highlighting, symbolizing the parade is symbolizing modern society's tendency to put material values over emotional ones. But that's just something I'm looking into right now. Um, yeah, because this site is basically dedicated to Green Day, and this is something that Armstrong said. It says it's sort of about the lies and depictions that you have growing up and how you have find your own way around. And that's what kind of also I would talk about the music video is it's basically just Billy Joe walking like in a one take style around a I would sing an abandoned lot or something like that. Um like almost like an abandoned um parking garage, or was it a construction thing? I don't have it on the video on me right now, but um it is like it was not really a real music video. Then again, that came in the year 2000, so it is a little bit different than I have it. So um I'm gonna right now. What I'm gonna do now, you won't hear it because of obvious copyright reasons. I'm just gonna play the song for myself. You won't be able to hear it, but I just want to like hear the song here specifically. No, the living, yeah, Night of the Living Dead. It's just like it's just more like more about life. That's what the song kind of really is about. I'm listening to this right now through YouTube. I didn't purchase this on iTunes or at the moment. I don't know if I would because it's like not really one of Green Day's memorable songs. I'd never heard it on the radio at all. Like I know there have been some other songs that had mentioned the Macy's Parade. Most notably, I know the Sweet Charity musical number "I'm a Brass Band" mentions it. And even though not really the parade, but Leah Michelle kind of does mention Macy's in her song "Christmas in New York," but not like the parade itself, unless if it's in the Thanksgiving Day Parade rendition in the 2019 parade. Um, it no no it's like it doesn't. It almost feels like I'm listening to this and for the past few days and I'm still listening to it. It kind of reminds me a lot of I Could Use a Hero, the Baron Straits song from that country band that performed in the 2004 parade, even though the song is like um 3 years older than or 4 years older than the song this that song to be precise. Um it's just not really a song I feel memorable of because it's just like this is not a Green Day song I think of, but um, although the album was at the moment it had received some positivity, but it's not like one of the labels of their best. And you got to keep in mind this was their album after they made obviously the most popular song "Good Riddance Time of Your Life," as I stated earlier. And it's just me. I just also I odd to say this, but when I saw that music video, I'm just not really a fan of Billy Joe Armstrong's hairstyle. I know he has a unique hairstyle, but it's just like that short hair. That's just more in the music video, I would say to be at least. Um, it's like yeah, I can hear almost like that guitar trimming that almost kind of reminds me. I would not be surprised if somebody does a mashup of this song and "I Could Use a Hero." That would be pretty interesting. Even though I feel like I could, but YouTube's copyright system's always broken as always. So, um, I don't think there's nothing really mentioned, but here is something I do want to talk about here while I'm still finishing up this song. What about heaven goes? Yeah, I just don't know. Like, think about the only road. I don't know much of the lyrics much. If you guys know a little bit more about the song more than I do, because keep in mind I'm just only like 3 days of listening to the song. It's just like that. So, anyways, here's what I was gonna talk about here. Now, I know that we are getting closer to the and the song just ended here. We are actually getting closer, obviously, to the 100th Macy's Parade, and I know it's kind of odd that this year marks the 100th anniversary of the very first Macy's parade back in 1924. But of course, with the parade being canceled for 3 years during World War II, we are now stuck at least kind of 2 years back, 3 years back to be precise, because 2023 would have been last year's the 100th, but this year does mark the 100th year anniversary of the first parade, and then 2026 will be our 100th parade. I would not be surprised if Macy's and NB, or I don't know who is in charge of it, but hopefully Macy's would get Green Day to hopefully perform this song for the 2026 parade, whether it be on a float or even open the broadcast with it. I think because since it's one of the only pop culture aspects you can references you can actually do in the parade of kind of mentioning the parade, then why not bring Green Day to perform that song for the 100th parade? And it's very ironic since this album came out back in 2000. It was surprising that they were not invited in the year 2000 when they made that song. That's kind of surprising. But I think like if they are going to have Green Day to actually perform in the parade, I would say if I would wish it would be 2 years from now for the 100th parade to either like open the televised broadcast with that song, like probably perform the entirety of it, like if like Billy Joe Armstrong would do, like in the music video, walk down almost like in a one take edit style of him walking down the entire parade route. Or like usually like what all some of the Broadway musicals have done, like with On the Town and On Your Feet, and even like some ones like the Muppets and John Batiste also doing some openings as well. Even Luca Badanoff adjusted the parade starting line. Um, but yeah, I overall for my thoughts on the song, it's not really a song I would go back to. It almost feels like I've heard this song before. Obviously, with the Baron Straight song, even though the song is older, so I can't really take points out of it. It's just okay. I don't think it's not like catchy enough. Um, Even though I feel like it could be a great highlight for a future Macy's parade for the 100th, I think it's just fine. It's not major big references or homages, and I think this is probably one of the few projects that it's not really focusing on that. I know there are a couple others, but obviously they're not trying to promote that parade as much as an advertising thing, although um, I almost feel like one does. And that will actually be going into the next time's episode where we're going to be seeing a familiar PBS Kids personality, specifically not also reading us a story, but exploring the parade studio in then Hoboken, New Jersey. So um, I'll think about a brand new road um, of how I would think about this song. So thank you guys for watching or listening to this specifically. Um, and I'll see you through a book next time.